أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي رب زدني علما. I'm Dr. Salam Kayum, sharing yourself with the lecture regarding financial regulation and reporting. So let me discuss with you about our new topic for today's discussion, that is supervisory framework. We have already discussed many things regarding banking regulations, banking laws, and we have also discussed the regulatory framework. And after that, now we are going to discuss about the supervisory framework. Okay, students. So we will discuss about the supervisory framework, which is important to supervise the banking sector in Pakistan. And this supervisory framework is prepared by the State Bank of Pakistan to regulate the supervisory activities in the banking sector of Pakistan. So here we discuss some important points regarding supervisory activities. Let me select the highlighter for this purpose. So supervisory for discussion and for discussing about the supervisory framework, the first responsibility of the State Bank of Pakistan is to ensure the soundness of banking system and stability in Pakistan. So the main focus of the State Bank of Pakistan is to create the stability and the soundness of banking sector in Pakistan. So for this purpose, they make supervisory framework. What do they do actually? With the passage of time, the complexities are enhancing with the banking sector as we are going towards different types of challenging issues, and as technology is emerging day by day, and we are also now moving towards the banking-less channels. So for this purpose, we as far as we are moving towards the technology, institutional complexity is enhancing. It is increasing day by day, and the banking activities are expanding. So for this purpose, we are focusing on the supervisory framework. I am talking from the State Bank point of view. So it requires State Bank of Pakistan to endeavor to keep pace with the fast changing financial landscape of this country. As we are moving towards the branchless banking, so the branchless banking is emerging new techniques and technologies very fastly. You can see these types of things on Jazz Cash, and these are types of microfinance banks, and the easy pesa, they are evolving day by day, and they are including many services with the passage of time. So to carry out all these things, the framework of supervision must be very much stronger. So State Bank of Pakistan is endeavoring its best to keep pace with all these things. So State Bank has, for this purpose, to carry these things, State Bank has prepared a risk-based supervisory approach. It has three departments: Department 1, Department 2, and Department 3, to conduct these supervisory activities through supervisory teams. They have different types of three teams in three different departments to supervise microfinance banks, to supervise Islamic banks, to supervise development finance institutions, and also to supervise development microfinance banks as well. So the intensity of supervisory activities commensurate with the risk profile of supervised institutions. So they look at the risk profile of every institution for which they are going to supervise. If you want to know about the detail of these supervisory activities, then you can just click on the link, or you can copy paste it in the main toolbar or the search bar of your Internet Explorer, and then you can find the details of all these types of supervisory activities. Now let's move forward. Now our next move from supervisory framework towards enforcement and resolution of problem institutions. So what does it mean? What's the meaning of this heading or this statement? If some institutions are creating any type of problems, then what are the enforcement activities in terms of penalty, in terms of other types of actions that can be taken by the State Bank of Pakistan against them. So it is known as enforcement and resolution of problem institutions. So all those institutions which are creating some problem, so State Bank requires some types of resolution to pass from these types of institutions, and they also make some types of enforcement, some mild actions and some hard actions can be taken against those problematic institutions. So if some of the institutions fail to comply with the regulatory requirements of the State Bank of Pakistan, they can take actions against all those types of banks or financial institutions. They can put different types of penalties. They can put, it can be in terms of administrative and financial sections can be imposed on them. So if any type of financial institution is not abiding by the law, then State Bank of Pakistan duly can have sanctions on these types of institutions. So moving forward, let's look at the other slide. So these types of actions include from mild to severe, as I have already discussed. So there can be actions that are of mild nature, relatively lower sanctions, or you can say a mild actions can be taken against them, and less penalty or less resolution against the requirements that they have to pass or to submit some low documentary evidence to and submit it to the State Bank of Pakistan, and there can be severe type of penalty as well. So the nature of intervention or corrective actions also takes into consideration behavior and ability of the institution's management and sponsors, and the previous record of dealing with deficiencies. So if they have some type of deficiency, they can acquire different type of they can require different types of documentary work to submit to the State Bank of Pakistan. So these supervisory enforcement actions inter alia means, among other things, can include meetings with the relevant key executives, chief executive or board of directors of the institution by SBP's team. तो माइल्ड नेचर की भी इम्पोज की जा सकते हैं उनपे सवियर नेचर के भी उनपे एक्शन अप्लाई किए जा सकते हैं, और उनकी बोर्ड की मीटिंग्स भी कॉल की जा सकती हैं, या डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ सुपरवाइजरी एक्टिविटीज़ के अंडर रहते हुए उनको ये फोकस किया जा सकता है कि वो इन चीज़ों पर अमल करें, तो उनको आगे वो परस्यू करवाएंगे एक्टिविटीज़, अदरवाइज वो नहीं करवाएंगे। माइल्ड सुपरवाइजरी इन्फोर्समेंट में क्या हो सकता है, इसको हम देखते हैं थोड़ा सा। So mild supervisory activities can be related if they have to submit some commitment letter, they have to pass a resolution. The board of director must have to pass a resolution against any type of action that was taken by the State Bank of Pakistan. और क्या हो सकता है, they have to correct the identified deficiencies or weaknesses within a given time. So they were given they have been given a specified time into which they will have to take the corrective actions, and if they have taken some actions against to remove all those deficiencies or weaknesses, then they will have to prepare a report for those actions, and they have to submit to the State Bank of Pakistan within a specified time. So अगर वो फेलियर टू इम्प्लीमेंट हो जाते हैं, वो भी रिपोर्ट सबमिट नहीं करवाते टाइमली, तो फिर उनके अगेंस्ट कोई माइल्ड एक्शन नहीं बल्कि एक मेजर एक्शन, कोई सिवियर एक्शन लिया जाएगा। तो सिवियर एक्शंस क्या हो सकते हैं, इसको हम देखते हैं ज़रा। सिवियर एक्शंस क्या हो सकते हैं जनाब? सिवियर एक्शंस हो सकते हैं फॉलोइंग एनी पर्टिकुलर पॉलिसी, उनको फॉलो करनी पड़ेगी इन रिलेशन टू एडवांसेस या डिपॉजिट्स के हवाले से, उन पर कोई पॉलिसी ऐड कर दी जाएगी जिसको उनको फॉलो करना पड़ेगा, या उनको हायर लेवल ऑफ लिक्विड एसेट्स अपने पास रखने पड़ेंगे जो स्टेट बैंक उन पर इम्पोज करेगा एज अ पेनल्टी। उनको अपना कैपिटल लेवल भी बढ़ाने को कहा जा सकता है। उनको ये भी कहा जा सकता है कि वो अपने एग्जीक्यूटिव या बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स को रिमूव कर दें। उनको ये भी कहा जा सकता है कि वो रिकंस्ट्रक्शन करें, या अमलगमेशन करें अपने इंस्टीट्यूशन की, या फिर उनका लाइसेंस आखिरी हद में कैंसिल कर दिया जा सकता है थ्रू हाई कोर्ट के ज़रिए से। ये सिक्स वाली जो है सबसे हाई पेनल्टी है, ठीक है। तो ये सिक्स टाइप्स ऑफ हार्ड और severe sections can be taken, harsh actions or severe or hard actions, or hard actions can be taken against all those banks or financial institutions which do not comply with the soft reminders, okay। तो उनको ये करेक्टिव एक्शंस उनके अगेंस्ट लेना पड़ते हैं। तो इसकी इन्फोर्समेंट एंड रेजोल्यूशन ऑफ प्रॉब्लमेटिक इंस्टीट्यूशन में ये कहा जाए कि आप इसको आपको गाइडिंग प्रिंसिपल्स कौन से दिए गए हैं जिनको फॉलो करते हुए आप इनसे बच सकते हैं। तो गाइडिंग उसे कहते हैं गाइडिंग प्रिंसिपल्स। वो गाइडिंग प्रिंसिपल्स क्या है जिन पे अमल करते हुए आप all those principles upon which, if you are acting upon all those guidelines, if you are following all those guidelines, you can save yourself from imposing any type of penalty on yourself, and you are saving your institution from the enforcement of any type of penalty, whether it is of mild nature or whether it is of severe nature. You can save your institution from enforcement or imposement of these types of penalty on your institutions। ये गाइडिंग प्रिंसिपल्स को फॉलो करें जो उन्होंने दिए हुए हैं। अर्ली इंटरवेंशन करें आप उसमें मामलात में, कॉस्ट एफिशिएंसी करें, ऑब्जेक्टिविटी एंड कंसिस्टेंसी अपने उस क्राइटेरिया को फॉलो करें, मॉरल हैजर्ड से अवॉइड करें, एंड ट्रांसपेरेंसी रखें अपने अपने मामलात में। ट्रांसपेरेंसी इन टर्म्स ऑफ फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्ट्स, ट्रांसपेरेंसी इन टर्म्स ऑफ whatever the State Bank of Pakistan has told you, has prescribed you that इन मामलात में आपने ट्रांसपेरेंसी शो करनी है, तो वो आपको बताना पड़ेगा। Over the years, SBP has resolved banking crises and failures through the option which provides the greatest safeguard of depositors' interest। तो ये तो हमें पता है कि एसबीपी अपने इन करेक्टिव एक्शंस की वजह से डिपॉजिटर्स के इंटरेस्ट को बचाने के लिए, पूरे मुल्क के डिपॉजिटर्स जितने भी हैं उनके इंटरेस्ट को सेव रखने के लिए इन करेक्टिव एक्शंस को लेता है और बैंकिंग क्राइसिस को बचाता है पाकिस्तान में आने से। सो अगर आप इसकी डिटेल जानना चाहते हैं, यू कैन कॉपी दिस लिंक एंड यू कैन क्लिक दिस लिंक एंड फॉलो द डिटेल्ड डिस्क्रिप्शन, ठीक है। तो ये हमारे था प्रॉब्लमेटिक इंस्टीट्यूशंस को डील करने का जो स्टेट बैंक ने हमें बताया, और हमने कुछ सुपरवाइजरी फ्रेमवर्क के बारे में पता। अगर इसको आप डिटेल पढ़ना चाहते हैं रीडिंग के लिए, तो आप इस सोर्स पे जाके उसको डिटेल को रीड आउट कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। और इसके अलावा कोई भी क्वेरी यू कैन आस्क मी ऑन माई व्हाट्सएप नंबर, ठीक है। थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर बीइंग विद मी। अपना ख्याल रखिएगा, टेक केयर, अल्लाह हाफिज।